and welcome to episode 7 of Pulse Talks podcast. I'm your host for the day, Callum, and I'm joined with Daisy and Natalie.
Yeah.
So we're just going to basically have a chat. It tends to go through, but that's when it's funny. So I just want to get to know you a little bit and get to show everyone different sides of our models. So introduce yourselves, we'll go around the room. We'll start with you, Daisy.
I'm Daisy, I'm 20 and I've recently been signed by Pulse. I've just started back at modelling since I was little.
Did you model like since you was younger?
Yeah, but not with an agency, just like a few months.
Yeah.
Did like pageants and stuff.
Oh,
Oh, so cute. I'm Natalie, I'm 26. I've been signed with Pulse for about a year now. And yeah, I'm a curve model, so I'm sample size in plus size, so that's kind of my specialty, my area. Yeah.
There we go. How did you just get into modelling? So I know Daisy, you just said you've been doing it since you were like, how did that come about?
Basically, I just wanted to be like, it sounds probably cringe, but Kim Kardashian. I was obsessed with since I was a baby, and I just used to do them video stars.
Yeah.
I used to make them all the time, and then just used to like post them on like Facebook and stuff, and then Galaxy, they scouted me to be Little Miss Liverpool, and then I just started from there.
Amazing. And what about yourself, Natalie?
So mine's a bit of a mad story, to be honest. So I came to Liverpool to do my degree in 2019, and I was actually like 8 stone heavier then. So I started, so I came to Liverpool and I got a personal trainer, just like decided that like it was my time, and I'd done like being young and just kind of being a bit reckless, so I just wanted to refocus. So started losing weight, and then through the gym and that kind of situation, I met a friend who was like, you know, I really think you have got a face that could be used for modelling. She was already signed with Pulse, and that was how I got scouted by Pulse.
Amazing. How did you find, like, I can't believe you said you lost 8 stone, like that is such an achievement, so like well done.
Yeah, thank you.
How did you like go about that? Was you just like hitting the gym or?
Yeah, I was just hitting the gym. Like for the first year I wasn't even doing too much diet. I was just doing the gym because I was so inactive before. Like it was helping me a lot anyway. I didn't really have to try too tough with the diet, and then obviously we went into lockdown then, and I'm in a position, I'm blessed, I have like a little gym set up in my house, so there was no work. I had my whole time to just refocus on myself, and that was it. The weight just started dropping off me, and so on and so forth, really.
Amazing, yeah. Smashed it, congrats.
Thank you.
So in terms of like modelling, where do you both see yourselves? Like where do you want to go with it? Like what is the ambition and like the dream? Like is there a certain brand that you just want to be like working with, or like what is the goal?
I'd love to work with this little thing.
Yeah.
Just because I'm obsessed with Runway as well. And then, because I met her when I did Galaxy, because I think she was the section above me. So I knew before like she was famous, and then I'm just obsessed with the clothes and this little thing, and I've always just wanted to do it. And then obviously because Pulse as well, they do work with them sometimes, so it's just for me.
For myself, like if I'm talking brands wise, I would love to go down the kind of like JD, Nike, more like streetwear kind of route. I love I love that. I think it's so fun. That would be the way I'd want to go down. But I feel like as well I would like to kind of post modelling, be able to talk to other like curve girls and kind of let them know that, you know, they're in a position to be a model as well. Like I never knew when my friend told me to sign up for Pulse that I could even model, do you know what I mean? So it would be like something that I'd like to empower the curvy girls into just embracing it and just like loving themselves and going for the modelling, definitely.
1,000,000%, because there used to be such like a big conception, or like when I was growing up and I didn't really know a lot about modelling, like curve modelling, like there was a big misconception that you couldn't do it, or like there wasn't like a thing for it.
Yeah.
But there most definitely is, especially now it's such like a busy industry to be in.
Yeah, and you know that was something that really helped me stay motivated as well. It was like you know, I got the contract, I'm signed now, I can keep pushing and just making this crazy body and not focusing on being my smallest self anymore, but just really focusing on my shape. It was
like embracing you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So like leading on for that, what do you find to be like a big misconception in this industry? Like, is there something that you thought before you came into it, or like?
I think it's like everyone thinks you're full of yourself and like you've got loads of confidence, where I'm actually like so like insecure and like I think it's because on Instagram like everyone edits the pictures, but I don't have time to even know how to do it. All I do is just fix the lighting and that's it. So just like with me, I thought like no, I haven't got like a big bum or the boobs or the face. Do you know, like I don't know, I just feel like you have to have a certain look, but you don't, and you don't have to be full of yourself. Just
it's such an inclusive, is that the word?
Inclusivity. I don't know what that means.
Inclusive means like includes all types. So,
So I didn't know whether that was the opposite of that. Anyway, it's like such an inclusive industry. Like there is room for everyone, and like there's so much diversity in the industry, and like there's all different types of looks. 'Cause if you think about it, there's so many different brands and like companies out there that shoot different things. Like people's first initial thought when it comes to modelling is that like it's clothes or like your PLT and things like that, but then like Jet2 use models, TUI use models, like this restaurant uses models, like it's such a large industry that there literally is room for everyone.
Yeah, that's true. Like I did a food photo shoot the other week and that was, you know, a different experience. I stood there biting into the food, my photo taken, so I was happy.
Yeah, you can't complain with things like that. So, if somebody wanted to start modelling next week, what would be like your biggest piece of advice that you would give?
Just to be yourself. Don't like change. Just be you and don't try to do something you know.
1,000,000%. You find like a lot of brands, they want to see your personality as well. Like when you're doing casting videos and things like that, they want to see a different side of you past your look.
Yeah, definitely. I would say again, just authenticity, just do you unapologetically. And I'd also say if you are booked on a shoot and you're feeling a little bit insecure, you've got a problem or something, I would just voice that as soon as you get there and make everyone aware, like, listen, I'm not feeling too good about X, Y and Z today, so let's come up with a solution or whatever. I would just be vocal with like your creatives, and because they all want the best outcome anyway. So
yeah, and they can definitely work with that rather than like forcing anything, which again is like another misconception about like how the industry works. And it's like actually quite a nice industry to be in.
Yeah, it's so supportive, aren't they?
Yeah, because everyone's like, you think model and you think this gorgeous person, but like everyone's human. Do you know what I mean? Everyone wakes up, goes to sleep, does the same thing every day. Like everyone's human.
Completely, I agree with that. So, when you was growing up, did you ever like envision yourself being a model, or like what was the dream growing up? Like
no, I wanted to be a teacher.
A teacher.
Yeah.
Love that. Any specific teacher?
A primary school one. I don't know why. I used to, when I was little, I used to have like a room, used to have this whiteboard. And I used to pretend to be a teacher, and I remember once my dad walked in and he stepped on an imaginary child. I had the biggest meltdown thinking he killed this child that wasn't even real. And I just like used to think like, I'm going to be a teacher, like I'm not.
My auntie was married to a teacher and I used to always find it like the coolest thing ever.
My mum used to ask me what I wanted to do when I was little, and it used to like vary between archaeologist, which I've got zero interest now, and having an ice cream van. So that was kind of my rotation. But so
ice cream van, I will still love that. What did you do in uni?
Fine art.
Fine art. Oh.
Yeah. So I studied art for 6 years. Got my degree, and then kind of just started refocusing all of that creativity into modelling. So something I would love to do moving forward is creative directing, music videos. That's I think I might actually go back and do my MA. So I can really focus on that from September hopefully. But yeah.
I love that. I loved art in school, and then I was that like there's always people in like your year group that are like that, but I was that kid that like was fuming that they got an A, not an A star, and everything else was like not what would have failed.
Yeah.
But then I was a bit disheartened. It was very silly of me, and it was sure, but I do love art.
I can't even draw a flower.
I think like it just, that's how I ended up doing makeup. It's just like a natural progression from like, art to something very artsy. So speak us through basically like a day on a shoot, and like what would your tips be for somebody that maybe not even coming into the industry but that is going and doing the first shoot? Like what does your day look like when you arrive at a shoot and do a shoot?
Okay, so get to the shoot, more time they have makeup, if not I've done it myself, get there.
What do you prefer?
I prefer having it done. You know, I like to roll out of bed, rinse off the fake tan and go to the photo shoot and you look after me. That's what I love, like, personally, just because it's, you know, it gives you more of a lie-in, like the whatever you've done, you've got to make sure it's up to scratch with their standards. So that'll always be my preference, and I think anyone would be daft like to not have that preference, you know what I mean? But I know some people are like super particular of how they like their makeup and things like that, but not me. But yeah, get to the shoot, get introduced to everyone, and then pretty much once everything's polished, you just start shooting, and then you'll have like a little break. It's good to get a relationship with the photographer, especially, and just again, like if you've got any insecurities, anything that you're a bit upset about, i.e. like say you've got like a fake tan patch like on your hand that just went wrong, you know, it happens, like you can just say, and then he can just keep out, or he or she can just keep looking out for that for you as well. It's always nice to kind of work as a team as opposed to just like an individual like trying to hide something, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
1,000,000%.
and then you'll break, and then you'll kind of review what you've done, and then you'll go again, and yeah, at the end of the shoot everyone's happy, they've had a long day, you've been wearing your heels all day long, you're tired, you want to go home. But more time it's just, you know, it's fun, everyone's really nice in this industry, like I've never had a bad experience on a shoot, so.
What's been your favourite shoot experience, guys?
I would say my favourite experience is...
Or like favourite brand that you shot with, or...
My favourite experience is doing London Fashion Week.
It's a grown up, you know what
Yeah.
Like,
working for a brand called Mazzino in London Fashion Week was my favourite experience, yeah.
I haven't actually worked for any brands yet.
Have you not?
No.
So how long have you been to Harry Potter?
Only like a month, I think, not very long.
Stop.
No, yeah, so I'm very new.
Exciting things to come
I
now.
know, can't wait.
There we go. Let me just...
You shot with Carrie though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did Carrie a few weeks ago, I've got another one on Sunday.
Yeah, like to build up your portfolio. Yeah.
Just,
how are you finding that? Like, so that'll be good to actually speak about Daisy and cover. Like, what are you finding it like as a new model to like build up your portfolio? Like, what are your tips going to be in that sense?
so basically what I do is I just look through Carrie's Instagram and then look through like other models and see like what like I think works best, and then like look through like shop, like, you know, like pretty little things in the skies, look through all that, and then... That's
always a really good tip as well, is like if there's like a certain brand you're on shoot or like certain vibe you want to go down to like assess their websites and like see how they're pausing and things like that. It's always good to take notice. That's obviously what that brand works with and likes.
And then so like for my first shoot, it was just more because I weren't signed by the whole stand. It was just basically just to feel more confident in myself, and then I actually come out feeling like I was absolutely unreal. Because like everyone was just like so nice, and then Kelly messaged me to come in and then do like a casting to be signed with these, and then she asked me to do the one on Sunday, and I just feel like, even though it's like slow, because obviously like I haven't done any castings yet, but I've really put myself forward because I feel like I need to get more pictures and more experience before I put myself out there. Because I don't want to go to every shoot and be like, I don't know what to do. I'd rather just know. And then like, obviously, it would be the best the first time, but if you're more confident in yourself, it'll show in the pictures, won't it? So,
yeah, 1,000,000%. So Natalie, sitting down with Daisy, like if Daisy came to you, like what would you advise her on a casting?
I would say brand dependent. If you're casting for somewhere like PLT, you can go on the PLT kind of behind the scenes Instagram and see how the girls are moving, like whilst they're on set. It's very fluid, like with PLT. It's like you've got to just, you know, every 3 seconds it's a new pose, but you kind of do it fluidly and your face is very soft. And then I would just stick your phone on record and just try and emulate that until you get it right. You know what I mean? And then you can also like freeze your video at the poses that you like the best and take a mental note of that as well. That's kind of like how I do it. It's always good to be a little bit more prepared as well for like each brand that you get sent to a casting for. Like they like different things, like you said. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Because all brands like Vera, like what works for PLT definitely isn't going to work for ASOS and vice versa.
Yeah.
Let me see. Do you find, Natalie, as a curve model, it differs to working like with your peers, like when you sit on a shoot with somebody that's not curved? Like, do you find
the posing is definitely different?
That's what I mean, because we had like there's a lot of new curve models starting out, and it's definitely a big thing at the minute. What do you find actually works for you, and like how do you find it differs?
Okay, so I would say with, you know, a slim girl, you can get into like some angular position. You've seen that the way the model at Zara. Like do you know what I mean?
On the cooker.
Yeah. Me in them positions, I'm not gonna sell you anything. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not gonna work for me. But obviously it looks really cool and different with like a slim girl. But I find for a curved girl, like to feel my most confident, like I kind of I just try and really emphasize what I've already got. I kind of have it in my head how I'm gonna go. Put my weight to one hip, change to the other, move my arms up in the air, arms on the waist, and it's just like with curve you're doing kind of smaller movements but keeping your silhouette. It's all about like where you place your hands and your arms.
Yeah,
so,
rather
like,
than
kind
like
of,
full on lean. Like.
Yeah. I mean you can lean, but you just gotta really keep your
posture.
Your posture, yeah, exactly. And so it's definitely, so when I go and like do test shoots or I'm building my portfolio, sometimes I'll bring a couple of girls with me from an agency, and you know it's very different. It's very different the way that we pose, but it's just what works for your body type. And
1,000,000%. And like you said earlier, like recording yourself and seeing what is working and what's not is always like a really good way to stand back and like assess yourself.
Yeah.
It's the same with any industry really, that you need to assess yourself every so often and be like, this is what I can work on.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And I know earlier you said that you're like a perfect sample size for the curve model.
Yeah.
How do you go about maintaining that? Like, do you have a set routine that you're following, or and the same with yourself, Daisy? Like, is there some like a way you maintain your body or like whatever? Like, speak through it.
I've been in a maintenance point now with my weight for about 6 months. I've stayed the same weight and I'm still going to the gym. I
think that's harder than losing weight or like gaining weight.
The same weight.
I can't.
I don't know how. Like
I just like guzzle.
It's kind of like since I lost the weight, I don't eat the way that I used to eat anyway. So I'm always aware with what I'm eating. Like I'll still allow myself to eat whatever I want, but like I won't do it in excess. Yeah, because like me, I eat my feelings. Something wrong happens, like I want chocolate, I want everything that to be okay. So now I'm just aware of that, but I eat without a diet now. I make sure that I'm eating a lot of protein at the same time, so I will opt for like a higher protein option, but I'll still have fries, I'll still, if I want a dessert, I'll still have a dessert.
I'm obsessed with it. It's like, we just got back from the shoot in Ibiza and I was like the running joke of the holiday because all I would eat all day, it was like fries for breakfast, fries for dinner, like.
When you go away, that's all you eat, isn't it? It's just chips, because you know that chips can't change on holiday, can you?
No,
you like them.
But yeah, I would say intuitive eating and just keeping up training, lifting heavy weights. Yeah, that's
amazing. What about yourself?
I have a personal trainer that I do many times as a 1 a week, so he'll send me like, it's online, and he'll send me like my food plan, so like how many calories I can have a day, a week. I don't stick to it. I don't, I'm not going to lie to you, because I literally eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
I work in like a special needs school, so all we do is like,
Oh, cute.
I run round everywhere and then I'll just see a packet of crisps and I'll eat the crisps, or see chocolate and I'll eat the chocolate, and then I'll go home, eat a pizza, go to dance, come back home, have my tea. Like.
So do you do dance as well?
Yeah, so I used to like go to college doing dance before COVID, the pandemic. Used to go to college and then we did the World Cup. So we danced in the World Cup as well, which was in Portugal, and that was absolutely amazing. And then in lockdown,
I can't be in a broad job.
No.
Right.
In lockdown, I struggled because it was all on Zoom and I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. Dancing in the kitchen. No. No, I just couldn't do it. And then
it's not the same vibe.
No, like you need everyone around you, and I'm very full of myself in a dance, so I like look at myself in the mirror and through a little camera wasn't working. So I literally just stopped doing dance, but now I teach it, so I prefer to teach them, be a dancer now, and just, and then so I do PT, and then
and you're very active, and like you said, like you're on your feet all day, so it always helps. I'm just sat at my desk.
And then once I get the weight off, I'll be happy, and then I'll eat it all again. I'll just put it all back on.
I would literally sit and eat all day in this job, but then in my other job I just won't eat like morning till night.
Yeah, but when I'm off, like now,
then at night I'm like,
just shove it all in.
Literally.
In half term, like I just won't eat. Like the thing is, because I'm not doing anything, I'm just lying in bed, I just won't eat. But then I've been for a big massive breakfast now, so I'm starving now.
Are you in half time now?
Yeah.
Love that.
Amazing, love it.
That was another reason I always like found it fascinating that my auntie was like primary school teacher, she get paid for not being at school.
Yeah, like I paid to go on holiday, it's amazing.
Happy with that.
6 weeks off a year.
6 weeks in summer, it's fast. And then like 2 weeks now, and then I feel like I'm always off.
I love that.
It's fast.
What are you doing modelling full time at the minute, Natalie? Or?
No, I'm still doing modelling part time. At the minute, I'm kind of taking some time off everything else and just
recentering.
Recentering. I'm thinking of relocating. I think I'm going to move to Manchester. So just kind of
bit of a change.
Starting up fresh again. Like I said, I might go and do my master's degree.
Oh yeah, that's exciting.
I just feel like I've been stuck in kind of
limbo.
I'd say limbo, like doing regular jobs, like working at a bar, doing this, like whilst trying to like do the modelling, whilst I thought if I do education and something that I can creative direct, like there's nothing to say I can't be my own muse in this as well. So I'm just going to try and combine the two, and then just hopefully, you know, something happens with it moving forward now. So,
Amazing. Well, thank you very much, guys. It's been lovely to sit and speak to you and get to know you a little bit more. You've given us lots of tips and tricks for everyone to take away. Me, I'm probably never going to be a model, so. But yeah, amazing. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
There's the little barges, especially.